Good morning, everybody. Another beautiful, sunny, I don't know. I think it's warm, but everyone that lives here keeps saying this is like the coolest that it gets and it's like winter time. But it's a nice, warm summer morning to me. We've been having a great time here. We've been hanging out with Monique and Juan. Today, we're gonna have a fun adventure with them. Kaylee and Jordan have to be working on one of their special videos for Patreon where they make music, and you can go and check that out on their Patreon. So they're not gonna be joining us on today's adventure, but I'll give you one hint. We're taking the bikes. Hola. Buenos dias.
Good morning.
Hello. Good morning.
How are you?
Good.
Good. Good morning.
I think we're about to jump on the bikes and head to the ferry.
All right.
Just made it to the ferry. We are on our way to
Isla Mujeres.
Isla Mujeres! And it's just a little island that's right off of Cancun. We're super excited to be here. Check out this ferry.
All of the beaches here are perfect nesting grounds for sea turtles. Isla Mujeres has amazing beaches, but they have slowly been very built up by resorts and tourists coming to visit. So we're here at a turtle granja, a turtle sanctuary, where there's this big community committed to restoring the wildlife here on the island, helping to replenish some of the natural habitat, and providing education for people to better understand what it is that sea turtles need in order to exist and thrive in the wild. Here at the Turtle Sanctuary, they protect the sea turtles as they're growing and then release them into the wild once they're old enough.
A lot of people that see those previous shots probably see the turtles in little pools and cages and think, oh, those poor turtles. I even felt bad for them when seeing them in there. But in reality, those turtles are actually there being protected so that their species can live on.
I love it so much. Maybe like 10 years ago, I went on a trip to Costa Rica with a group of wildlife biologists to rescue and rehabilitate sea turtles that were hatching along the shoreline of Costa Rica for about 3 months. Since then, I've definitely had a soft spot in my heart for sea turtles, so it's nice to see that there are other parts of the world that are also helping them out, helping keep them alive.
We are on the tip of Isla Mujeres, which is called Punta Sur. This is where the Atlantic Ocean meets the Gulf of Mexico.
There's also amazing scuba diving and snorkeling, and right at the edge of the tip of this little peninsula are where all the great white sharks live. Which would be terrifying if you're scuba diving and snorkeling right next to where all these sharks are.
Which something that we learned with scuba diving and with snorkeling that they kind of taught us is that the movies have kind of hyped up the fact that sharks will attack you, because sharks do go kind of crazy when there's blood or chum in the water, but other than that, they're just fish and they're not really trying to eat people.
Most of the time.
Most of the time.
Punta Sur is also where there used to be lots of pirate ships. They call this part of the island La Licuadora, the blender, because when the waves are really choppy, it's insane, and it used to crash all the pirate ships on the tip of the island.
And if you can imagine, pirate ships were made out of wood, and these rocks are like lava rocks, so they're extremely abrasive. If a wood ship crashes into these rocks, you are toast, amigo.
Yeah.
Or as they say here, el frito. You're fried.
You're fried.
But the sun is beating down on my ginger skin, and I don't have a hat today.
No.
All I've got is the motorcycle helmet, so we're gonna jump back on the bikes.
You don't want to wear your motorcycle helmet as a hat?
I don't want to wear my motorcycle helmet as a hat.
All right, let's go.
Let's go. So we stopped at that little restaurant, we got some food. I kind of made the mistake of ordering a steak.
It was a vegan vegetarian restaurant.
It was a really bad steak, so I only ate half of it. So I'm still a little hungry, and we've also made a really bad habit of following every meal with sweets.
Yeah.
So you can guess where we're going now.
Straight from lunch to gelato.
What's your favorite flavor?
Nutella.
Nutella, me too.
What about you, Monique?
Usually chocolate mint.
Chocolate mint? Those are two
Very solid
really
choices.
strong choices. That's the best pistachio I've ever had in my life.
Of course, the trip to Isla Mujeres would not be complete without a visit to the beach. So we're gonna maybe put on some bathing suits, or at least walk around and explore the magic that this island has to offer.
This beach is like one of the picture-perfect beaches that you think of when you think of Cancun. The sand is so fine that it looks like piles of baby powder. Well, these beaches are absolutely amazing. You don't find better sand than that.
It's cool too. This is like a half an hour boat ride from Cancun.
If that.
Really easy. Once you're on the island, everything is so accessible, and I think the cost was like $10 US to get over here.
Literally the best $10 I ever spent. That was for me, Allie, and the motorcycle to ride the ferry from Cancun over to Isla Mujeres. There's just like all these different zones with different, I mean, there's like a total spring break themed beach down there. There's like all-inclusive resorts. There's the ruins at the end of the island. It's beautiful, and there's pelicans just like almost running into us.
There's just a lot of charm and quaint downtown areas as well. There's like beautiful stores, beautiful restaurants, a lot of color. It's a nice little escape. I'm happy we came.
This place has been amazing. After van life though, we're gonna be moving on to yacht life. So if there's anybody that has a yacht that they want to give to us, we'll trade you the van for a yacht.
Trent's ready. Trent's been
ready.
talking about this for a while. Trent is excited about boat life or yacht life. I haven't heard that one yet.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a Trent.
Well, yacht life is just like if you're doing boat life and you're rich.
Yeah, but I feel like if you were to do boat life, you would try to make it yacht life. Like everything you try to do is like, you know?
You realize yachts are like multi-millions of dollars, right?
That's still what you would aim for, for sure.
Long as you understand the barrier for entry in yacht life is extremely high. One thing that we also want to touch base on is never trust the websites or the hours of operations of a Mexican website. That's what the people at the ferry business told us, because we showed up at 5:15 and the boat was taking off. And we said, where's that boat going? And they said, oh, the next boat's at 6:45. And we said, well, the internet says 5:45. And they said, oh, never trust a Mexican website.
As easy as it was to get over here, as much fun as we've been having, they're trying to keep us here, for sure.
Yeah, we're stuck for a little while.
So we'll wait an hour, we'll catch the next ferry. Till then, we're just gonna enjoy.
Let's go try and find a cup of coffee.
Okay.
We just made it onto the ferry right before they were gonna close the door. Luckily, on our way back to Cancun. We're gonna enjoy this sunset while we trek back into Cancun. Then we're gonna head back to Monique and Juan's and probably hit the sack because it's been a long day. We wanna thank you guys so much for coming along on this adventure with us. Make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to Trent and Allie and the Nomadic Movement, and we'll see you guys on the next one.
Good night, everybody.